Outside, the wind whipped and swirled the rain. John Vukovich sat in a chair facing the window in the priest's study. There were no lights on in the musty-smelling room. Because it was dark, he knew he couldn't be seen by anyone who happened to look up from the rain-slick Wilshire Boulevard below. Vukovich stood up. He opened the window and, leaning forward, held his hands outside for a moment. The droplets which tickled his palms were, like LA's monotonous year-round weather, lukewarm. He touched wet fingers to his eyelids, then closed the window. He held his wrist closer to the window's reflected streetlight illumination and checked the time. It was almost 7 o'clock p.m. For what seemed like the millionth time, he surveyed the scene across the street. A modest one-story professional building with a decorative wood facade. Venetian blinds covered a bay window that faced the street. The lights were on inside. The building was situated between a small parking lot and a mission-style apartment building. On the corner to the left was a service station. He sat down again. Though he could hear his partner pacing the hallway outside the study, Vukovich felt utterly alone. Probably, he thought, because nothing much had happened all day. Hell, the rain itself had been a welcome event. Nothing, that is, except that Max the money man Waxman had remained in his law office rather than leave at 6:30 as he usually did. As he sat transfixed to the familiar scene below, Vukovich's mind wandered. Perhaps because he was in a musty-smelling church, he thought of his wedding day 9 years ago. Every Yugoslav in Fontana had shown up to see him take the hand of Patty Morovich, the Fontana Junior College homecoming queen. He'd worn his army uniform during the ceremony and left for Vietnam 6 days later. Patty had sobbed at the airport when he left. Sobbed just like she always had during their frequent quarrels. They'd divorced about a year ago.